St. Patrick's Day, a day that is celebrated from Monaghan to Dublin, Dublin to New York, New York to Auckland, Auckland to Tokyo. Dressed in green, clutching pints of Guinness and shamrocks, people throughout the world have celebrated this man on March 17 since 1631. Earlier celebrations in Ireland even go back as far as the 9th century. For some, it's a family day out, a celebrated tradition. For others, it's a day of depravity and debauchery. As a proud Irishman myself, I would have celebrated this day in a similar fashion up until 24. The following year, I found out the truth about Ireland's patron saint, that his real name wasn't Patrick, but rather Maewyn Succat. Not just as catchy, is it? And contrary to popular mythology and folklore, he didn't chase the snakes out of Ireland. I know, shock, horror. Did you know he wasn't even Irish? He was born in the west of Britain and he was kidnapped as a young boy and brought to Ireland as a slave at a time when Ireland was predominantly pagan. During his time in slavery, lonely and afraid and surrounded by unbelievers, he miraculously turned to God for help. Recognizing his own sin and God's unconditional love, he reached out towards Christ's hand of grace, that same hand that was pierced on the cross for his sin, and he believed. Even in his hopeless circumstance, he knew Jesus was all he needed. Full of hope, his perspective began to change. He may still have been in captivity, but he was now more free than he had ever been. So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. John chapter 8 verse 36. After years of slavery in Ireland, he escaped and returned home, only to revisit Ireland later in life, the former place of his captivity. This time he came of his own volition as a missionary to tell a pagan, unbelieving nation about their need of Jesus. Patrick was responsible for declaring the gospel into the hearts and lives of a pagan people caught up in occultism, dissipation and corruption. During the 5th century, Patrick witnessed the conversion of this pagan nation, which would go on to be renowned as a land of saints and scholars. I've been a Christian since 2008, and ever since then, having now experienced the hope of Christ within my life, I've been celebrating St. Patrick's Day very differently. This land has sadly lost its way, and that title of saints and scholars has faded, but I believe God is on the move again, and people are reaching out towards Christ's pierced hands of grace. God is rising up a people to declare the same message of hope which Patrick proclaimed all those years ago. Revival is on the way. Patrick penned a prayer in 433 AD. I am praying that you will be able to say this prayer today through repenting of your sin and believing in Jesus Christ as your Lord and Saviour. Christ with me, Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ in me. Happy St. Patrick's Day.